What's happening, guys? Welcome to another video, and this week we are heading up to the Riverland. I'm not quite too sure what direction I'm heading. I'm thinking we will probably go via Kingston on Murray, cross the bridge over there, over the Murray, and then head up to Berri, check out Berri, Renmark, and find somewhere to camp. We are now allowed to fish. They've come to their senses and they are allowing fishing from the bank and chucking a yabby pot in from the bank as long as you're not using a levee bank. So that's the plan for this weekend. The following weekend I'm away with my son, so I'm not too sure what video will be up next week, but I will come up with some sort of plan. So this weekend we are heading to Horsham on the Friday night, the 6th of January, and then we go to Simpson the following night, and then Warrnambool the following night for 3 nights in a row of speedway action. So if you happen to be into your motorsport and you live around that area and you want to come and catch up, check us out in the pits either before or after the race meeting. What else is happening? That's about it. If you want to check any of the motorsport videos, we do a video of each of Sam's race meetings. That is on Martin Motorsports. I'll leave a link below. And yeah, so that's about it. We better turn the camera and show you guys what I'm looking at. And you know what that means? It's time to start the music. So here we are at Millich landing. We camped here about 5 or 6 weeks ago. I'll try and find a few photos of it, but yeah, we were camped out here to the left. There was a track, and this is where I talked to the farmer, and there was a track above, and that's where he goes out to his water pump, which he told us he'd spend an extra 10 grand making it higher. And there's another track which we went down, which was just below that stump out there and down and along. So he thought the water might come up to the track. It's definitely higher than what he thought, because it's come right over the bottom track and nearly up to the second track. But yeah, this is about 10 k's downstream from Loxton. Got a big pump over there, and I can still hear the pump working. And you've got the entrance to Catarapco Creek just across the river. So just coming into Kingston on Murray, and that's the road that leads down to where the caravan park is, which got flooded out. So I'm not too sure that we can get down to the main road or not. We'll go and have a look. So huge levee bank there. That's a lot higher than when we came through. And the road blocked down to the left. Looks like we might be able to get around. That's crazy looking out there. You got a houseboat parked about 5 or 6 feet above my head. I should say moored, shouldn't I? This is where the road's been blocked off. And down there is where the boat ramp was. Should be able to find a photo of the boat ramp somewhere. Not too sure what we're going to do tonight, but we'll just keep driving and have a bit of a look around. This is Kingston on Murray, the bridge there, which we're about to cross. So downstream is to the left, upstream is to the right, and then the river hooks around from the right up around to the left. So that's a big lake out to the far right, and the river will run parallel to our right as we come off the bridge. And not that little section there, that's just all flooded out, but just the other side of that row of gum trees is where the main river is. So that's Cobb Dogler out to the right. They've got a big levee bank protecting the township and the caravan park. Cobb Dogler, one of my favourite river names, along with Tooleybuck. Great river names. So last time we were here, they were building this levee bank back out to the caravan park. So it looks like it's done its job. There's a sign up saying the caravan park's still open, which you guys can see there. Okay guys, you know how shit I am at fishing and usually catching yabbies too. Here we go. Just in case we don't get any tonight, or I don't find a camping spot, we're going to go and buy some freshly cooked yabbies. Okay, so guys, we're going to buy some yabbies here. 20 bucks a kilo. Sounds like a bargain. Check them out. So here we are at Berri. So last time we were here, they didn't have this little levee bank made. I don't think it's going to come into play because I'm fairly sure they had their peak the middle of last week, and it didn't make it up to this cement wall, or just below. In between those two gum trees is where I had Gilligan the houseboat parked. I'll try and get a photo of that. So we were parked out at probably about 20 metres from that wall. So this is the Berri boat ramp and a little park out to the left. You come into the boat ramp just to the right of that willow that's out there, and it turns into a little bit of a lake, and you come in here and the boat ramp is in the distance. I should have a photo of it that I can put up so you can see what it's like when there's no flood. And the caravan park is behind me. That's completely safe. They've got a little bit of a levee bank made up, but as I said before, I'm pretty sure the peak has gone through. So this is at the end of 21st Street in Renmark. And this is all backwaters at the moment. River Murray is straight ahead, probably about 3-4 kilometres. And Renmark out to the left. So here we are, Renmark. Got the pub over there. And last time we were here, about 4 weeks ago, I was wondering if they were going to put up any sandbags, because they weren't here then, and obviously they have now. Fairly sure the peak was about 3 or 4 days ago. Could be another one coming, got no idea. But it looks like it didn't quite break the bank there, and somewhere down there was where we had Gilligan moored up just over a year ago. Sorry about the bugs again. I have cleaned it once. Just coming up to the historical Paringa Bridge. Lock 5 is to the right about 1 kilometre, and left takes you back up to Renmark. And we'll go and check out Bert Dix Park. Last time you could still get to the car park, but looks like there's cars parked there, so we'll go and check it out. And straight ahead is Paringa. So this is Bert Dix Memorial Park. The peak was supposed to have been a few days ago, so you can sort of see where the water got up to there, but you never know, it could have just been a windy day and forced it up. People swimming in it last time we were here, but she stinks a bit now. So down in the distance is Lock 5. And the Paringa Bridge. I might try and put my drone up. I tried to put the drone up when we were at 21st Street, but it wouldn't let me go up because it was too close to the airport. But we should be okay here. When we were here last time, the water was flowing through and down a little creek there to the left and out under that bridge, if you remember, but all the backwaters must be full now. There's no flow, so it's just gone stagnant, and that's why it stinks a little bit. Or maybe I should have put some deodorant on, I'm not too sure. Righto guys, last resort for camping is Murtho, or Headings Cliffs. We have camped here a few weeks back. The other options I tried, the roads are all closed, so this is our last chance. It's not blocked up here yet, so we must be able to get down there. It's going to take us ages because of this very corrugated road. Now if cars didn't have suspension, we wouldn't have all these corrugations. Just a thought. So no campers here at all, and there is plenty of little spots you can go to. So it looks like we're going to go where we were last time. Righto guys, this is the camp spot for the night, same as about 4 or 5 weeks ago. Water's come up a little bit, but it looks like it must be on its way down. You can sort of see that little ridge there just to the right of the table. That could have been the wind though, you never know. I've seen a couple of carp feeding off the top of the water, so I've chucked the rod in. It's sitting over there in the tree. I'm expecting to catch a carp. I've put the yabby pot in, so I found a little spot where I could just get it underwater, so we'll see what happens. But it's a bit of a stinker of a day, but nice breeze coming through from behind me, and it should cool down nicely tonight, hopefully. And if we don't catch anything, well, I've got some nice yabby bait here, a bit of chum with beef. That'll taste nice on a bit of toast. If you didn't see the previous video when we were camped here, the normal riverbank is back behind that gum tree there in the distance, so probably about 50 metres away, and that's upstream to the right, and we are about probably by river 14-18 kilometres up from Renmark. Righto guys, there's the entree for the night. We're going to have a yabby sandwich or yabby roll, and it should be pretty good. And if I wasn't such a nice guy, I could have just told you guys I caught these in the yabby pot and lied to you, but I'm not that sort of guy. That'd be like putting a can of braised steak and onion on the end of a hook and dragging it in off the river and then cooking it, or even worse, a squid tube, hooking that up to a hook and dragging it in and calling it a River Murray squid. I wouldn't do that sort of thing. I'm not that sort of guy, I tell you the truth. So there you go, there's the yabbies I bought. We'll be back in a minute with a yabby roll. Righto guys, there we go, yabby roll, plenty of butter, bit of salt and pepper, and I found a bit of vinegar. I didn't have anything else, so that's going to have to do. Back in a minute for a review. Entree, absolutely brilliant, 9.5. That's my review. Okay guys, I've got my hands full here. We're having a hamburger for tea tonight with cheese and an egg. Gotta hurry up and get the cheese on, get that melting. We're gonna flip the egg. What do I do with my flipper? Oh, there it is. We've got the windbreak up there. Give it a quick flip over. That's actually looking good for one of my eggs. Flick the chips over. Get the rolls on. You can't have a cold roll, so we'll chuck it on there, warm it up a bit. Job's nearly done. Whoops. Got the flipper in the way. There you go, job's nearly done. Righto guys, there we go, all plated up. Now that does look pretty good. That looks like a 9.1 just off the get-go. Chips look pretty good. Alright, I know I'm having carbs, but I'm just doing it for you guys. And we'll be back for a review in a minute. Okay guys, food review. Meal was fantastic. Those chips were sensational. A few of those fish and chip shops could come and get a few pointers off of me with their chips. Burger pretty good. Everything was good. I'm a bit worried about the cheese. Wasn't real happy with the cheese, but overall excellent. 9.2, that's my review. Okay, I haven't been able to catch a fish. I've had them swimming up right near the hook and the bait, just looking at me and smiling at me. So I'm not expecting too much with the yabby pot. We really need to be in backwaters and where yabbies have been before. So we'll yank it out, oops, and see what happens. Oh, hang on, what's going on here? Oh, get out of here. That's been in for about 2 hours. Bugger me dead. Look at that. That is crazy. Is the light getting into that? There's about 30 there. Unbelievable. Well, there you go, guys. That was a bit of a surprise. I wasn't expecting anything. And just in case anyone's worried, the opera net I used I got from a tackle shop, and have been told they're still legal in South Australia as long as they've got the 7cm rings at each end. And that's going to finish this video, guys. I've got to get up early in the morning and get back home, do some editing, and I've got a few days off. And then next weekend my son and me are off to Victoria to 3 Speedway meetings, so it's going to be a busy week. Catch you guys next week. Not too sure what I'll be putting up, but I'll have some sort of video up for you. Catch you later.